Good evening, student. Today we are going to discuss about the ovule. The internal structure of ovule is shown here. You can see the diagram easily. Okay, it's very clear. So it is equivalent to the pollen chamber of the anther basically. Okay, the pollen grain, you know that they are the male gametes, and ovule they are the female gametes. Okay, it represents megasporangium. It represents megasporangium. It is the whitish and oval. The ovule is basically whitish and oval. Integuments. Here the integuments, they are the basically covering. Ovule has one or two coverings. They are called integuments. Where the point where the integuments are absent, that point is called micropyle. You can see here integuments are absent. So this is called the micropyle. The ovule has two ends. This is the chalazal pole and this is the micropyle pole. Okay, so this is the chalaza upper part and this is the lower micropyle. The chalaza place of origin of integument. So chalaza is what here the integuments originate basically. Funicle, a stalk by which ovule is attached to the placenta. A stalk by which ovule is, this is the shown here. With this stalk, ovule is attached to the basically placenta. Hilum is the point, the place of contact of funicle with the body of the ovule. When this funicle in contact with the body of the ovule, so this is called the point hilum. Then nucellus. A ovule encloses a parenchymatous tissue is called the nucellus. Here is shown here. This is the parenchymatous tissue. It helps in the storage of food. Okay, so this is called the nucellus. What is the megaspore? Megaspore mother cell. Here you can see this is the there are the 7 cell structure is shown here. These are the 2 antipodal cells. Here are the synergid and egg cell is there. This is the polar nuclei. So they are shown. Megaspore mother cell is what? One cell grow in size, develop dense cytoplasm and prominent nucleus. So megaspore is the cell in which one cell grow in size and it has developed a dense cytoplasm and prominent nucleus is there. Okay, so that is called the megaspore mother cell. So basically here megaspore mother cell undergo meiosis cell division. Meiosis is a type of cell division in which the cell undergo division and produce four daughter cells, and they are haploid in nature. Okay, so it's produce linear row of 4 haploid megaspores, and chalazial megaspore basically remain functional but others degenerate. So chalazial remain functional and other degenerate. So this is the structure of the ovule basically, and this all apparatus together is called the embryo sac. Here I have shown the embryo sac. You can easily see this is the there are the antipodal cells and the polar nuclei and the egg apparatus and synergid are there. So okay, so it is oval shape, 7 celled and 8 nucleate structure. Here you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6, and this big one is a 7 central cell is a big cell, 7 cell cell stage, and nucleus are 8 over there. Okay, which is embedded in the micropylar region of the nucellus. So it is in the micropylar region. Here you can see this is the micropylar region. Here this is the chalazial region, so it is embedded over here. Okay, so in this structure is here. Egg apparatus is what? This together form a egg apparatus, means 3 micropylar cells are formed egg apparatus. Out of 3 to 1 is the egg cell, and it is called the oosphere, and other 2 are the synergid, and together collectively they form an egg apparatus. Basically finally this fuse with the pollen tube. Okay, and undergo fertilization. Then here are the oosphere. Oosphere is female gamete basically. Here, this is the oosphere egg cell. This is a female gamete near micropylar and one slightly large cell. This is a one large cell, and they basically form a triangular shape. Wait. Filiform apparatus. Synergid have lateral hooks to guide the pollen tube. So pollen tube is guided by the filiform synergid and by the filiform apparatus. They together form the filiform apparatus. They give the way to pollen tube to fuse with what? Egg cell or oosphere. Antipodal cells. There are three chalazial cells. So antipodal cells are there are three chalazial cells. Here you can easily see these are three chalazial cells. They are also called the antipodal cells. Okay. Central cell, largest cell. It is bounded by the membrane of embryo sac, and it is bounded by the membrane of embryo sac basically. And secondary or fusion nucleus is what? There are two polar nuclei. In between, you know that this is the central larger cell is there, and the two polar nuclei are there. Okay, finally they will fuse. The two polar nuclei often fuse in the center to form a single diploid cell. They both fuse with the in the center to form single diploid cell. So this is the structure of the embryo sac. Okay, and ovule is basically female gametophyte, and this is also called, it is also represent the megasporangium that fused with the pollen grain. Okay.